a YouTuber called Alex Way that we believe you'd really want to see. It's titled Big Tech is Planning Something Massive and Everybody Needs to Know. Let's have a look at this video and let us know what you think about it.
Start this by playing a game, Two Truths and a Lie. I'm going to tell you 2 truths and 1 lie about this specific individual right here, who in fact might be one of the most dangerous figures on the entire planet. Number 1, he is trying to essentially conquer American land and use the taxpayers' money to fund a massive AI data center that will take those same taxpayers' jobs. Number 2, he himself is actually not even American. He's a triple citizen of 3 other countries on 3 different continents. And number 3, in his personal life, he actually killed someone and got away with it. 0 jail time served whatsoever. Anyways, did you take your guess yet? Which one is the lie? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? The answer is number 3. It's a lie. He actually didn't kill someone. He killed 2 people. And if you watch till the end of the video, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about, and your mind might just be blown. Kevin O'Leary is a transnational venture capitalist who has been involved in big tech in the financial world for his entire life. Most famously, he hosted a TV show called Shark Tank, which a lot of people know him for. But behind the scenes, there's something, well actually many things, that are much, much darker about this individual. And right now, he is quite literally helping to usher in the AI apocalypse. I'm not exaggerating. I'll explain it in just a bit. And just speaking of AI in general, people in America, and around the world even, are kind of fed up with it at this point. At least ordinary people, not the tech billionaires. And the reason is because of the context in the broader economy. Gas prices are approaching $6 a gallon, more than that in some places. Mass layoffs are already happening, especially in tech and finance. Another thing is in fact that 90% of all new jobs have gone to foreigners, not Americans. And on top of all that, within the coming years, AI is projected to wipe out entire industries. In fact, it's not just me saying this as a claim or speculation. Even Silicon Valley and the tech billionaires know themselves that something huge is coming. They know it better than anyone else. In fact, did you hear recently that Peter Thiel actually fled the country and moved to Argentina, the closest country in the world to the South Pole? I think he even admitted publicly that he's afraid of the backlash and the consequences that are coming as a result of what people like him are doing. Now, Peter Thiel, and by the way, if you didn't know, his name is quite literally an anagram for the reptile. At least he's kind of smart about this, and he knows what's up, and he's preparing for it. Because in the midst of this, do you know what Kevin O'Leary is doing? He is currently planning to build the world's largest AI data center on American soil in the state of Utah that's pretty much going to destroy the entire landscape and the local population around it. And this guy, unlike Peter Thiel, is not even trying to hide it. In fact, this dude has been going on like a media tour, almost bragging about what he's going to do, trying to paint it as a good thing and attacking everyone who criticizes it, including middle school girls. I'm not even joking. I'll get to that later. And now you kind of see why I've been saying it over and over again these days, that they're not even trying to hide this stuff anymore. It's almost like they're rubbing it in our face, how distracted and how powerless we are. Long story short, in case you don't know why so many people are upset about these AI data centers, it's because they're pretty much the most dystopian thing you've ever heard of. These facilities require so much energy and resources that they essentially drain everything from the surrounding area, and therefore put the people living in that area in serious danger. For example, this new Kevin O'Leary sponsored data center in Utah is going to emit heat at a rate of 23 atomic bombs per day. Another fact is that it's going to use up more electricity than the entire rest of the state that it's in, Utah. And the physical area of the data center itself is larger than most cities geographically. This thing is basically just a giant national park sized dystopian AI supercomputer that's literally built for the purpose of eventually taking your job. And all of this, obviously, is to allow AI to function on a massive scale. But is this super massive AI surge going to be for our benefit, for the good of ordinary citizens in America? Is it going to help us in any way aside from, maybe some faster responses on ChatGPT? Of course not. And in fact, it's actually going to be used against us. Because just think about it logically. They're literally going to be stealing your tax dollars and your energy and resources to fund the same AI system that's going to take your job and also put you under a mass surveillance system. Because as you also probably know by now, one of the other main functions of large-scale AI and why our government cares about it so much is because they want to build a giant digital surveillance network. So again, Kevin O'Leary and all these people in general who want to build these data centers across the country are going to be stealing your taxpayer dollars and your energy and resources to fund and prop up the same AI system that's eventually going to replace your job and put you under a mass surveillance network. There's simply no other way to put it than these people are spitting in our faces. Almost makes you question if the people of this country even have sovereignty anymore. Because it's not like there was a popular poll and we voted for this. And they know that the general public would never support this kind of truly terrifying project. But people like Kevin O'Leary know this, and they understand the system better than most of us do. So how does he and, the rest of big tech even get permission in the first place to build these supermassive AI data centers? Well, they have a trick, because they know that they can't convince everyone, and in fact, they don't have to. They just have to convince the people that matter to allow it. And so what they do is they lobby a very small group of local council members who oversee land management of the areas where they want to build these facilities. And then they find some way to give those people money under the table. So then what do you know? The local board of land management in the area suddenly agrees to allow these giant AI mega facilities to be built on the land. But do you want to know the absolute most despicable part in all of this? And it might shock you because, hey everyone, hope you're enjoying the video.
Alright, so since he's basically, this is like promo here, we're going to just interject to give our own opinions on what Alex is saying here, because Alex isn't far off, right? We have to be completely honest here. Alex isn't far off, right?
Video, if you didn't know,
what
I have a full...
But what Alex is essentially missing, right, is the fact that, yes, there are a lot of big wigs like the, Kevin O'Leary's. I'm sure he's going to want to mention, others like maybe Mark Yuskos or the Raoul Powells of this world, that also, have the ability to do this. Whether they're actually doing it is maybe something that many people are not aware of, right? The Peter Thiels as well. But the power will always be in people's hands if they are willing to use it, right? So yes, there are people that are doing things from their perspective, from their standpoint, from their capabilities, but you also have power as well, right? It's not just AI, right? So it's very important for people to understand this, right? That if whatever they're building, let them build, but we need to make sure that we are also getting our hands on the systems like ChatGPT, right? Like, I don't know, a Base 44, Replits, all these AI models, all these AI instruments, and start using them ourselves. Because in the near future, what's going to happen is those that use these tools consistently on a consistent basis are going to be further ahead in terms of capabilities, but also, this is actually in reports, also in terms of financially. They're going to be well ahead financially. So it's actually in your best interest for someone like Alex to not just be talking about it like he is, right? But also using these systems himself, use these AI systems to build stuff. If you have these worries, then use AI to ask questions. What can I build, to combat and go against this thing that Kevin O'Leary is building? Who can I bring around me? Who can I work with? Who can I liaise with? Right? Smart people around me that are also care about this. If we can put our brains together, right, we can actually build something, right, that can potentially go against what Peter Thiel is doing now. Obviously, there's only so much you can do with the resources if you have, a limited amount of resources. But this is where humans can really push back, is by working together. Because Kevin O'Leary is only one person, right? There's only one person that he just showed. Klaus Schwab, who's another one of, if you know Klaus Schwab, you would own nothing and be happy. This is where Alex is going, which is very understandable, right? But it's all a numbers game. If everybody can come together and work together, it will be very hard for just one person to overpower or overthrow a whole bunch of people. It really, really isn't going to be, it's almost going to be a bit borderline impossible, right? Because the power of the people, right, in terms of their energy, in terms of the resources, in terms of their effort, right, it's just going to take over. And this is where people like Alex, you can see, very sharp person, he's on top of these things. We need to stop looking at this from just a one-sided point of view, which is AI is only going to benefit those that are more wealthy or more powerful. It could do, but if you use this amount of information that you've had, you took all this time to put together something so expansive yet so succinct, but very precise. If you're able to use your brain power to do that, well, 1000% you can use your brain power to also bring like-minded people around you, and you guys can build something of value, right? You can use these tools, right, to your advantage. AI can be used to your advantage. He mentioned about jobs a lot, creating jobs, and they're taking jobs, and you're going to lose your jobs and so forth. But people in this AI era actually have a massive opportunity to start creating their own, not just jobs, but their own businesses, and provide jobs for people. Right? This is the area we're not looking at. The opportunities, looking like flipping this negative to a positive. Grab this by the scruff of the neck and start building, because clearly you have the knowledge, clearly you have the capability here. So instead of essentially, not necessarily him spreading doom and gloom, that's just not what he's doing. He's essentially putting it out there, ensuring that whoever wants to listen to this and act upon it should do so. But instead of just that, start building. And maybe he already is, but if he is, he needs to, it would be great for him to tell people, listen, I'm building this, I would like to bring people along so we can try to build something, so we can build businesses, products for others, so they can start making resources, acquiring resources, making money in order to push back. Because that's the only way you're going to fight back, right, is by building. You can't just be sitting and just explaining, or some will say just complaining, but you can't do so by just speaking while he's doing. Does that make sense? You're a human being. He's a human doing. Okay, Kevin O'Leary. I mean, yes, Alex is a human doing as well. He's actually doing something, but what he's doing is not actually as loud. It's not causing much of a stir. It's not actually impacting, right, our physical world as what Kevin O'Leary is doing. So this is the angle we're trying to look at it from as well, as opposed to just looking at it from a negative, we have to look at the positives and how we can flip AI to essentially benefit ourselves. That's where we need to be angling. That's where, you know, our brain power needs to be leaning towards. But guys, if you want to watch this video in full, obviously we had to say our piece here, but this is Alex Wei. Alex, and then Wei is spelled W-E-I. Please go and give this go on, check out his channel, give this video a view, and yeah, leave comments, you know, leave comments to let him know what you think about his findings, as well as ours as well, guys. Please sub, comment, and like this video to get us in the algorithm. We're going to be pushing out more and more videos like this. We love responding and replying to these sorts of viewpoints and opinions of people. I think it's a great conversation to have right now. As well as do let us know if you are interested in seeing what we're building. There are many AI tools that we're using all over, you know, whether that be generative AI, whether that be, you know, those that are used to create imagery or videos or products or websites. We're using AI ourselves, and I think it'll be great to connect with people, like-minded people as well, you know, that want to see where we can take this, build things, work together, you know. Thank you for listening, guys. This has been the FinTech Report.